Hey everybody, can you actually hear me and is this choppy? I am literally having too many issues right now. Really bad. That's what I figured. Give me a second, guys.
Alright, is that any better? Testing, 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 testing. Alright. We'll go with that for right now, being as, for whatever reason, I'll explain in a little bit, nothing was absolutely working at all. Give me just a second, you guys. I had a bunch of stuff loaded up for all of this, and I had to close absolutely everything and restart my computer because nothing was working for some reason. On record, screw you, Microsoft, and yeah. Okay, that's helpful, that's helpful. I think I have everything I need. View on watch page so I can see what's going on. It's not what I wanted. Yay! Now I can see you guys. That is frustrating as heck. And crap. Is there a scene? Nope. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this one live. Because I've got nothing freaking working right now. Alright, you guys. Control Shift T? Control Shift F? I don't know. Oh god. So, for those of you who don't already know, I stream over on Twitch almost daily, and I had a lot of issues with the Stream Deck, the Elgato Stream Deck, and some other stuff going on my computer for running when I was running Windows 8.1. So, over the weekend, I had upgraded to Windows 10, which ended up opening a whole can of freaking worms of issues for me, because now apparently XSplit just does not know how to use my capture card at all, and I'm actually only able to use OBS, whereas before I was only able to use XSplit. So thank you, Microsoft. So I have to go figure out and see what the hell is going on. Wait, is the chat live? Yes, it's live. It's always live. But anyways, so as you saw in the preview earlier, the frame rate is atrocious, and yeah. So now I'm using OBS, and I'm not at all set up for the stream whatsoever. I had pre-set up everything. I went to go load up XSplit, and I realized that I hadn't streamed on XSplit since I reboot or reformatted the machine with Windows 10, and I clearly am not able to use it right now. So I have to contact XSplit and find out what the hell is going on. Audio is slightly out of sync. Seriously? Audio is slightly out of sync. Seriously? Figures. I can't fix it now. Let's get this show on the road. God, it's been one hell of a freaking day at work. It's been one hell of an afternoon. It's been a hell of a week. I wanted this to be a really good show, not full of ranting, but unfortunately, that's literally what this show is going to be. So let me get my drink. I desperately need it, and then we will get started. That one had a lot of foam on it. All right. Who are my mods on deck? Do I have any mods on deck at the moment? Okay. Cool. Bent. Looks like Bent's in charge. And Simone's here. Awesome. You guys are in charge for this stream by all means. Alright. I don't have anything else open over here that I need open. Great. There, and there. Alright. I think that's what I need. If you guys have no doubt have seen, I am very frustrated. Watching chat like hot. Alright, you guys, let's get started. Welcome to 3D Printing Tonight. For those of you who have not been here, this is a late evening, afternoon, some of you nighttime, early morning talk show on 3D printing. We talk about 3D printing industry, we talk about trends, we talk about fads, we talk about new YouTube channels coming up, we talk about new products, and occasionally we start digging into Kickstarters, the good, the bad, and the gritty. We try to do an analysis of the Kickstarters, and then we try to show different things that have been going on in the community overall, just kind of to give you an idea of what's going on in the community, at least from what I've seen, and whether or not you've seen it, the point is to make it so you can see it. This show is proudly hosted every week, or sorry, hosted. Well, it's hosted by me. This show is proudly sponsored every week by Tallman3D. Check them out, tallman3d.com. They've been sponsoring the show for going on a couple months now, actually. They make some really awesome nylon style filaments. Industry leading. They've been in the industry making nylon filaments forever. Anybody who does nylon 3D printing knows Tallman3D and will tell you how great it is. It's not the cheapest stuff in the door, or in the drawer, or on the shelf, something like that. But hey, print's great, and there's a reason why. Keep your balls on ice, everything will be good. Thank you, dude. Thanks, Bob. With all that said, any and all views and mentions, words, sayings, insults, or derogatory statements, or anything in this show are not in any way endorsed by Tallman3D, and they are purely I can English. They only represent my own personal thoughts on the matters. Tallman3D does not share these thoughts. Tallman3D just likes the idea that there's somebody putting information out there for you guys to draw your own conclusions from. With all of that said, if there's anything that I've said during the duration of this show that has insulted you, your company, or I don't know, you want to correct something that I've said or give me some additional facts so I can feed it into the next week's episode, feel free to reach out to me after the stream. I am completely open ears, and I'm more than willing to reverse my stance or apologize if there's something that I have done or said derogatory and it was not called for. With that said, like I said, these are my own views. These are not the views of Tallman 3D. And with all that said, I want to give a shout out real quick to all my mods in the chat. You guys, if it wasn't for the mods in the chat, this would be a very chaotic show. Listen to the mods. If they give you a warning, that's your only warning. If they ban you, I will not reverse the ban. They are controlling things. They've been assigned because I trust them. If they screw up, I'll deal with things with them after the stream. They don't need to be dealt with during the stream. That said, you guys, it's your show too. So if you see something in the chat you don't like, make it known. Take care of it. Let's get started, shall we? So, probably a good start with a drink. So, let me pull up my agenda because I just realized I don't have that open either. I wanted to start off real quick with ICreatum Re-Kickstarter. I know we covered this last week, and that's actually one of the reasons why it's frustrating that it's the first thing on the agenda. And of course, I'm getting messages like crazy on my phone. Anyways, the reason why this has come to light yet again on a back-to-back episode is due to the nature of circumstances around it. And I just realized I'm probably not gonna be able to capture what I need to capture right now because it's not set up. Okay. No, I want... What? Can I not? Seriously? Ah! Can I not add the appropriate source in this now? I did it before. Video capture, window capture, display capture. There we go. Whoa! That is not the display I wanted to capture. That one? Or that one? Nope. That one. What? Okay. Well, then we'll capture the main display. For the win, OBS. Go figure. So we'll just throw it over here. Thank you, OBS. You have felt me. So, what we've got over here is a nice, wonderful picture of my spam folder on my YouTube channel. This is only significant because, well, apparently I hate buying gas, which apparently likes to think that they're Barnacules nerdgasm. Hates buying gas, checks this source, and F you Madge on Kickstarter. That is horrible spam. Or not enough cursing, maybe fix the problem, but it helps. What? I can't even... Okay, I forgot to mention, for those of you trying to get my attention in the chat, I'm not able to watch the chat during this segment of the show because, one, focus, and two, because I'm focusing on what I'm actually looking at on a completely different screen. So my apologies again. I will address comments after this portion of the show. So anyways, this is a screenshot of my spam inbox on my YouTube channel. I've only got just under 6,000 subscribers. You guys can see that on the page. I got hit by this spam, which is the same spam that hit Maker's Muse, which is the same spam that hit 3D Printing Nerd, which is the same spam that hit Tom Sandler, and probably countless other channels. Now, what's significant about this is, one, it's just full of a bunch of vulgarities. Two, they are clickbaiting Jerry's signature avatar. And two, well, maybe that was two, three, something like that. It's obviously a fake account. With all that said, this URL leads to a Kickstarter that we've already covered. And that Kickstarter being not that one, but this one, which is the Kickstarter for this multi-head 3D print all-in-one Delta 3D printer that's going for $99 on Kickstarter. Apparently there has been backers since last week, because we're up to 59 backers with 18 days to go, and they're pushing their way along on the goal. And I can't even see what the heck that was, even though I heard it. What the hell? Awesome. I have no idea where that alert came from. You'll probably get it, Buzz. So anyways, with this Kickstarter, we've already covered twice now. This is going on the third time. The concerns that I had with the Kickstarter as far as just accountability, practicalness, and all of that nature. The reason why I wanted to bring it up again is for a couple of reasons. One being this, which if we look in here, we've got a referral ID. So this is an affiliate link for the Kickstarter, or a referral link for the Kickstarter. It's not the actual link to the Kickstarter. If we go through the comments, we can see here that they've mentioned to somebody, let's read the original comment. My message was not about the Obsidian, but it was about getting a popular YouTube 3D personality to review the Magic ICreatum. Also mentioned that he reviewed the Nev? How do you say that one? Which is a Delta printer made by a French company. So, and then they respond stating, we started to arrange with 3D printing nerd, Joel Telling, but we're not sure if we can do it before the end of the campaign. We will do our best to send prototypes to be reviewed from YouTubers. We already did an Italian YouTube channel at Lab, and you can see in the updates. Thank you. First off, I reached out to Joel Telling, 3D Printing Nerd, to verify the credibility of this statement. And I can say that they did in fact reach out to him, and I can say that the end of the campaign issue apparently was one of the circumstances that they did run into. But outside of that, I'm not able to mention anything else. I'm respecting Joel's privacy on any of that. If he wants to say something, he can. But with that said, that is actually a real statement. They did, in fact, reach out to him. Admittedly, horribly planned, because one, this Kickstarter initially launched, let's see here, it was canceled back in April, end of April. And apparently they've only recently tried to reach out to him, from my understanding, and this thing launched earlier this month. So horrendous planning on their part, by all means. So I mentioned an affiliate link. What is the story behind this? The reason why this is significant to me is because I don't have the picture open that I want to show you. That is awesome. That one. So they've got a Facebook page. You can the name of it's in the top of the screenshot, but they have a Facebook page, and on one of their posts on the Facebook page from July 6th mentions every backer will bring at least 2 other backers. Will get a free plotter. Ask me the link to give to your friend so you get it. First off, horrible English, but okay. Basically saying is if you bring in 2 more backers on your affiliate link, you can get a free plotter attachment for your printer. And ask me how you can get your affiliate link. So it's not something that you can just automatically generate on your own. So first off, let's see what is this plotter. I think the plotter is this guy, Magic Plotter. So it's just an attachment to attach your pen. It's basically a blank head for the printer. That's one hell of an incentive. The reason why, though, I'm really being a stickler about this is if we were to contact or read through the terms and conditions of Kickstarter, it will mention that you're not allowed to spam. So if somebody is spamming affiliate links, very derogatorily even, and the affiliate link must be issued by the people running the Kickstarter, and the people running the Kickstarter that issued the affiliate link know exactly what each affiliate link is tied to, who owns them, that would stipulate that the Kickstarter, the company in question, knows exactly who is spamming. or in theory they would. Where I'm going with this is the spam has been reported weeks ago to the people of the Kickstarter, and they acknowledge that they were unaware of this happening, but yet it is still occurring. It is the exact same affiliate link across all of our channels, and they know exactly who that person is, presumably because they issued the affiliate link. Why have they not contacted said individual and told them to knock it the F off because they're screwing with their Kickstarter? Seriously, why are they not doing this? It's them. It's possibly them. Who knows? We don't know. The only people that know anything about the affiliate link is the people that issued it and Kickstarter themselves. Kickstarter does not comment whatsoever on any of these matters. They won't respond to me. They won't respond to... I just realized that you can't see my camera. Let's see here. I'm just paying attention to talking to the camera. You guys can't even see me. So Joel's reached out to him. I've reached out to him. Angus from Maker's Muse have reached out to him. Countless other people have reached out to him. Zero comment by Kickstarter. Clearly they don't care as long as they get their money from the campaign. And the creators of this campaign are aware of the issue but won't do absolutely anything about it. No credibility. Think of all the hand gestures we missed. It's odd that they're almost exactly a third of their goal. Well, ironically, that was about roughly how far they were when the last Kickstarter was canceled, if I recall correctly. Actually, I think it showed... Yeah. No, they had about a third of the way to go on their last Kickstarter. They had 113 backers. They've only got 59 right now. But, yeah. They know exactly who's doing this, presumably. And they won't do anything about it. Thank you. So that's why I'm really pissed off. And that's why I actually think that, in all honesty, regardless if this is a true product or not, whether or not they can deliver or not, I'm sorry, this Kickstarter is in violation of the Kickstarter campaign regulations. Should be shut down. I'm sorry. And they should not be allowed to relaunch for a third time. Because the first time, well, they were suspended. Don't worry, they told me that they are sorry. They're clearly not sorry because I just got spammed yesterday. So they clearly don't care. So their word means nothing to me anymore. With all of that said, let's try to move into a better topic here. Next topic is DonorsChoose.org supporting schools. I know we also covered this one last week as well, but I thought of a little thing that I wanted to do with you guys. If you guys want to join in, please do. If you do not, well, sit back for a couple of minutes, I guess, and just hear me out. It was really awesome. One of the viewers in the stream actually fully funded one of the Kickstarter campaigns, or not Kickstarter, sorry, the Donor Choose campaigns during the stream last week. That was freaking awesome of them. I thought it would be kind of neat is if there was any of you that for whatever reason felt that you were going to support this stream in any way with either a donation or a super chat or any of those things of those nature, join me in supporting one of these. Because here on the stream, I will support one of these and show you guys which one I support. And maybe we can help push one of them through. Pick one that doesn't have a very high balance to go. This one looks like it's got $228 to go. And it looks like it's grades 3 through 5 in Idaho. Students need filament in order to use the 3D printer that I received when I attended a ICreatum training. And it's a Southside Elementary School in Idaho. Half the students are from low-income households. Looks like they've got 2 donors. This project will reach 30 students, grades 3 through 5. Looks like they need to buy XYZ printing ABS. So it looks like they probably ended up with an XYZ printing DaVinci of some sort during her seminar that she went to, or training. So they need some filament for their machine. Looks like she's looking at it from an Amazon business account. It's normal prices for filaments. Looks like she needs a couple of the Snow White and a couple blue. So that's pretty neat. What do you guys think? You guys want to join me in helping this one? I have no connections to these people. I just randomly pulled it off of the list. It was the second one. There's this one, but this one's more for a makerspace. Although, let's see. Low-income households, grades 6 to 8, never been funded. Has this one been funded? She must have been funded before. This one says never been funded. Our school is the only public school immediate school in the district. We serve all 6th through 7th. Oh, okay. Your title is horrible, lady. Be a huge bonus to add to our media center's makerspace. What are you looking for? You're trying to get an XYZ printing DaVinci Junior. Wow, she's just trying to get a Junior. She needs 121 bucks. Let's see what else we have here. This one's robotics and 3D printing and STEM. Grades 3 through 5. Looks like she needs a smart robot toy, starter kit, a solid doodler. That's a pen though. I thought she said 3D printing. Not 3D printing on here. That's a 3D printing pen. And an expensive one at that too. Who else have we got on here? Storage needed for 3D printing projects. My students need storage media for storing 3D printed materials, models, and files. What are you trying to get? No, I want to support something that's in 3D printing. Help us create the future. Students need a 3D printer with filaments. Start exploring the world of additive manufacturing. Okay. So these guys are trying to get a monoprice select mini and some Hatchbox filament. Affects 3 through 5. Will reach 21 students. Mathematics and Applied Science, Milwaukee. 3D printing allows more authentic exploration of objects that may not be readily available to education institutions. Never had luck with Hatchbox? I've had decent luck with Hatchbox. The last one that was funded last week was actually just a donor choose for just Hatchbox filament. So this one, was I looking at this one right? So all donations are currently doubled. So we can complete, they need $368 or $63, but it can be completed for $182 because where's the reason? Sometimes it says. Looks like they're not going to tell us on this one. Oh. Oh, no. Just looks like they're matching donations. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll back that one. So if you guys want to support this one, it is in the chat. And I'm going to donate to that one as well after the stream. With that said, let's move into the next tasty topic. I wanted to get that one in there so that you guys can consider positive things while I go through some further negative things. Let's see here. So, I'm trying to figure out the best way to introduce this next one, because it's fun. How about we start with a conversation that I had on Twitter. Some of you may have seen this, some of you might not have. But I called out to Thingiverse, Pinshape, Cults 3D, and My Mini Factory, see if they gave approval for a particular application called Hello Thinger, permission to use their API to generate their own source of income. They immediately responded. Thinger immediately responded with, "It's called an API. Welcome to the interweb." As which I responded with, "It's called acceptable use IP and welcome to DMCA, EULA, and terms of service." Which further progressed into, "Seriously now, we're taking the time to tweet about us makes you a great feedback source. We would love your input over DM." In which I replied with, "My feedback would be to remove all ads from and your paid requirements." And they said, "Any other monetization ideas you had in mind?" I said, "Yeah, get approval. Because we don't need you abusing the community." Then they said, "Are you jealous of our amazing app? Is that what it is? We can send you a laptop sticker." Smartass. Haha, no. Clearly you enjoy playing with fire. My feedback would be, let's see, I already said that. "We're sorry you feel abused by our app. Kind regards. Hope you become our user in the future." So I was complaining about it, and then they invite me to become a user. And which someone responded with, "Wait, they're charging to find models." And I said, "No, charging to look at pictures." And they said, "Also not correct." In which I showed a screenshot of their application found on Google Play, which apparently is not being shown in here, but there's a further view of the picture showing reviews saying that you have to pay to use it. And then they say, "So you're basing your review on a single Google Play review without even downloading the app. Great journalism." I said, "That and your spam of the community with no regards to rules put in place prior. And good luck." Then they said, "This conversation is over for us. You're welcome to continue spreading incorrect information about us. We need the publicity." Well, welcome to Publicity Central, because one, Thomas weighed in on it and said, "Well, that was a dick move." And on top of that, we've got some other juicy stuff, because I installed their app on my phone, regrettably. This was the app page. It had 100 downloads with a 2.7 star rating on 6 reviews. Contains ads and in-app purchases. This is the interface you get when you load it up. You have to connect with your email. You have to log in to do absolutely anything. You have to create an account. Then you're greeted with this screen showing you how to use the app, which kind of looks like almost any dating app that you possibly have ever used, somehow related to 3D printing. So this was one of the first things I saw, was their touring RC car rims. I can either skip it or heart it or bookmark it. When I clicked on it for additional information, it took me to Thingiverse within their app, which was just the mobile page version of Thingiverse. Then I was presented with this ad, which, if you notice, the install button for the ad is in the same location as their heart it and skip buttons. So if you're trying to quickly click through, you're going to start installing apps from their ads. Good job placing buttons there. This one was the one that caught my attention the most, though. This is a 1-to-1 Lego minifigurine. If we go into that, it takes us to the Thingiverse page. Non-commercial license. But yet they're generating ad revenue by sending you to this listing. Isn't that a violation of the license given on that particular model? When you finish swiping, you are limited to 75 swipes, by the way, in this app. You've reached your daily swipe limit of 75 swipes. Come back tomorrow or support Thinger development by sharing to get 75 more swipes or removing ads and limits for $2.99. Well, I tried hitting that $2.99 button and I couldn't purchase it because it's still in beta. Awesome. So if we take a look at MakerBot.com/legal/terms, there's a clause in section 3.3 that stipulates, I think this is under fair use or acceptable use, inducing software or automated agents or scripts to the sites or services so as to produce multiple accounts, generate automated searches, requests or inquiries, or to strip, scrape, or mine data from the sites or services is not allowed. So unless they've been granted API access by MakerBot/Thingiverse to run their app and generate revenue on it, which is going to be a key indicator because they've been known to grant access to other companies to use for search services, search engine type websites, Google, Yagi or whatever. But none of those websites particularly charge you to access them. This app charges you to use it after 75 swipes or aggressively presents you with ads. I think I ran into like 3 or 4 of them to get through that 75 cycle. And they claim that API, welcome to the interweb. Legal terms of service, welcome to legal. It's a gray zone, I agree. And I reached out to MakerBot and Thingiverse, and I've not gotten a reply in over a day now. Hopefully I hear from them. I'd be very interested to hear if they did indeed grant them access to it. And if they did, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be happy with at least some of those models not being filtered out due to the licensing available on the model. Specifically the non-commercial. That and they're just retards because they were spamming the Facebook communities saying, check out our app, when there was rules on the groups that says no advertising at all. And I got mad. Oh yeah. But if we take a look at, this is their current Google Play page for their app. It's got a 2.8 star rating, 75 views before it's a paid app, riddled with ads every few swipes, no thanks. Why pay for something that is already free? The creators of these models on these sites, can't read the whole thing, what the heck. Creators on these models on these sites didn't give permission for you to profit from their hard work and use of their intellectual property. Just use Thingiverse app, at least it's free and it's ad free. Yes, because there is a Thingiverse app that lets you browse Thingiverse completely. And if you want to like something, you can like it. Ad-laden content rehashing from other sites completely unnecessary. Agreed. No, I'm not signed in. Why rehash something that already exists and put ads on it and say that you're in the right? I also saw a conversation where they were arguing with somebody saying that they deserve to be able to make money off of their app because they've put hundreds of hours into it, in which I saw another response by somebody saying, as did the developers of the software that was most likely free that you used to develop the app. Oh man. No, they did not fill out the survey to get permission to advertise on the Facebook group. They just spammed it. It does say that it's in beta. It doesn't matter. It's straight up advertising. It doesn't matter if it's beta, alpha, or final release. It is still advertising without approval. They have a website, which is thinger.rocks, that literally just links you to their pages for their app stores. What's their status on Apple App Store? I don't know how to use this website. Is there a rating? Customer ratings. Not received any ratings. And then they got a Twitter in which they are inviting people to sign up for their closed beta, which I don't see how that's really closed because anybody can sign up. And then they're just kind of reposting people's stuff to be relevant. I don't get it. Very interesting, very not so much interesting. And with that, we are going to jump into the next segment, which is going to be actually me, because that's who you want to see, right? Kidding. Let's pull the chat back up, which is there, and I broke my layout. Awesome. Display capture. Boom. Yay. So, with all that said, there's a lot of crap going on recently as far as Kickstarters. There's a lot of crap going on as far as people trying to abuse people's designs and works. If you guys see any of this kind of stuff going on, call it out. If you see stuff that is abusing different platforms like Thingiverse, let Thingiverse know. If you see Kickstarters that are being abusive, report them to Kickstarter. And frankly, defend your fellow creators, because there's a lot of people that do what they do because they love it. There's a lot of people that do what they do for little to no financial support whatsoever for doing it because they just feel like doing it. And then you've got idiots like Thinger profiting off of it, doing very little work, because I'm pretty sure that interface is probably available in some repository because everybody uses the same interface for all the dating sites. There's bound to be an interface that's pre-made somewhere for that already. You got attacked by Nightbot, man. It was that dot rocks. It knew it. You can't do the dot rocks. Thank you. I needed that, Nick. Oh, man. Now, I want to talk about something a little bit more serious. There is a link down in the description to a video recently released by Tom Sandler. He's a very large 3D printing YouTuber. I'm sure you've known of him. He's got 99,000 plus subscribers right now. He's known for doing his very analytical and thorough reviews of 3D printers and filaments. He does his Philoween special where he does various tests with filaments to test their different properties and abilities, strengths. And he's known for doing incredibly intense, long live builds. He will take almost any 3D printer kit sent to him and build it in the duration of a day, where some of us it might take several days. He starts and doesn't stop until he's done. Sometimes those streams run over 12 hours. With that said, he had a recent stream, I believe it was last week, and he was building a CNC, little CNC kit that was sent out to him. He was having some difficulties with it. I'm not too sure if it was specifically the documentation or just his frustration with how the whole kit was put together. But there was an immense amount of trolling going on in the chat. A lot. And almost the entire chat is recorded in his videos of the stream. There's a lot of people trolling him. There's a lot of people shouting the same questions over and over. There's a lot of people harassing him. A lot of people telling him what he should be doing instead. And frankly, some of the comments in the videos were quite toxic as well after. He released a video recently calling out to the community to tell him why he ended that stream early. He ended it early It's the first time that I'm aware of that he ended a stream intentionally where it wasn't a technical difficulty, and didn't continue it. He cut it off. He stopped. And he issued a video explaining why he did that. And who the hell is that? Nope. You are banned. Anyways, so he issued a statement to the community telling everybody why he cut the stream off. Told everybody that the issues that he was having with the machine was not specific to the machine. It was a lot of his own issues for him. It wasn't an issue with the kit. He got it built and it appears to be working. The issues he was having was the comments that he was receiving and the level of frustration that he was already reaching building the kit and dealing with the comments. Being somebody who's been doing a lot of streaming recently, I stream almost daily over on Twitch, twitch.tv/JAT.MN. I do live streams that go all the way through the evening. Most of my streams run anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. And I just hang out, show you guys what I'm working on, do kit builds, do live modifications of machines, do live slicing, stumble my way through learning Fusion 360 with you guys, show you guys slicers that I'm not even familiar with, answer your questions, and generally just try to have a lot of fun with you guys. And even over there, I've run into a lot of issues. Even with as little number of viewers that I have on my live streams, I've run into issues. I've averaged roughly 30 to 60 viewers on my live streams, and sometimes it's quite difficult to keep up with the chat, or quite difficult to keep up with the derogatory comments or the spammers or the bots or whatever. Now, that said, I'm only streaming to 30 to 60 people generally. Right now I'm streaming to 73, which is freaking awesome, by the way. That's a pretty good number for this stream. 74. Tom's streams pull in 400 to 1300 viewers. And then some. And they run all day. So you've got this guy that's putting his time out to assemble these kits live, answer your guys' questions, or the viewers' questions, mind you, while also dealing with people basically yelling at him all day, being either derogatory or just spamming him with the exact same questions over and over. I am calling out to you, the community, you, my friends, you, my viewers. We need to help put a stop to this. Does Tom have mods? He has dozens of them. That does very little when you have over 1,000 viewers. The thing is we need to support each other. We need to work together. You don't need to go out white knighting people. You don't need to go out and tell people what to do. But we need to be respectful of the creators that we're watching. This goes for me too. I've been known to call him out on things during his streams. I am not exempt whatsoever. But I did get permission from him to talk about this prior. We need to work together to make this a more enjoyable experience for each other and for ourselves. When people are spamming the same questions over and over, bring it to the attention of the mods. Don't let the streamer have to deal with it. It's very hard trying to keep up with the chat while focusing on a task at hand, because you can take a project that can take anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, and it could take upwards of 20 hours because you get infatuated with following what's going on in the chat. It's one of the reasons why I try to ignore the chat during the first portion of the show, because I want to get through the topics and not stretch them out, because some people only want to see that portion of the show. So with that said, listen to the moderators. Whoever stream you're watching, not just mine. Even if you're watching a gamer, or you're watching some tech person, or you're watching some reviewer, or you're watching some game or something, pay attention to the moderators and pay attention to the responses that you're getting from the streamer. If you are spamming the same questions, or people are spamming the same questions over and over, and they are completely ignoring them, like blatantly ignoring them, there's a reason. It's because we don't want to address it. And the reason for that is either one, we're too frustrated because of whatever we're working on, we can't give a clear answer or a responsible answer or response. Or it could be that we've answered the question 100 times during that stream already. Or it could be that, frankly, they can't respond to it without pissing half the people in the stream off. And that's not something that they want to deal with in the middle of a project. Or in the middle of a stream, for that matter. And when a moderator tells you to back down, you need to do that. It's plain and simple. If the streamer is completely ignoring your comments, even though it's completely clear that they are reading the chat, stop spamming it. Because all you're doing is frustrating them. There's a reason you're not getting a response. Be it they don't like you, they don't want to respond to you, they don't want to respond to the question's too personal, the question can get them in trouble. There's reasons. Because this is recorded. This is live right now. I can't take back anything I say right now. If I say screw such and such brand, they're the devil and you should never buy them and everybody should sue them, I can't take that back. This is recorded. This is the internet. It's impossible for me to delete it. So we have to be very careful what we say. Many of us do screw up. Many of us do slip up and say things that we don't mean, and we can't take it back. All we can do is apologize for it. But it doesn't matter because somebody could take a nice clip of it, take it out of context, and get us in a lot of trouble. There's reasons we don't respond to questions. There's reasons why streamers and content creators don't respond to every question. Be it, like I said, they've answered it a million times. They don't feel like answering it. They don't want to respond to you. Or they can't think of a way to respond quickly to that question without causing problems for themselves. The reason why I'm going over all of this right now, especially on a 3D printing show, which is supposed to be a lot more lively and a lot more enjoyable, is because this is very toxic to our community. It's very toxic. It makes doing the streams like this not very enjoyable. It makes watching videos and reading through the comments not enjoyable. It makes interactions with the community not enjoyable. And it makes you, as a creator, not want to connect with the community anymore. You feel like you just want to put out content and just leave it there. You don't want to read the comments. You don't want to read the chat. You just put it out there because you know that somebody's going to benefit from it, or that's now your sole source of income. Maker's Muse, Tom Sandler, both completely, with the exception, I guess, but one of them might do contract work or something on the side, pretty much entirely employed by creating content for you guys, creating content for me. And if they say something that they'll regret by accident, that could ruin their career. If they say something that could be taken out of context, it can destroy things. Well, you are now blocked. You're no longer welcome here. Because you are part of the problem. It doesn't matter if he's frustrated. Doesn't matter if he's got issues. It's his show. It doesn't matter if he didn't do his research prior. Because that's the point of it. It doesn't matter. He's trying to give you an experience, out-of-the-box experience, that is unscripted and unstaged in any way. He's going into it completely blind, taking on the challenge to see how things go. If the kit is completely crap, it will show it. If the directions are completely crap, it will show it. If he is incompetent, it will show it. That's for him to deal with. Not with the stream to judge him for. It's his show. You guys are watching his show. You have come to his house. You're hanging out in his living room. When you start leaving derogatory comments like that, or start insulting him or telling him that he needs to do things differently and he's clearly trying to not pay attention, you've literally walked into his house and pissed on his floor. You're not welcome in that household as far as I'm concerned. That is the toxicity that I'm talking about. If he screwed up and he was doing horrible troubleshooting and everything, That's on him. And that's now comedy for the channel. Everybody who's watching can laugh at him and enjoy it. And he's aware of that. I'm aware of that. And that's kind of the point. Because people want that interaction, people want to be able to connect, and people want to see that he's a real person. They want to see that I'm a real person. They want to get responses like that so that I ban them live so they get acknowledged. I did several streams over on Twitch that I've done things completely like half-assed or I completely screwed up and made a fool out of myself. Yeah, it really sucks for me. But it was enjoyable for everybody else who was watching at my expense. And nobody tried to correct me because they respected what I was doing. Whether I was right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It was for me to make my human error. But that's the thing. Like I said, you're in my house right now. You're in my office right now. You're hanging out with me in Filament Central. You respect what I say. Whether you want to agree with it or not, that's up to you. I'm not going to make you agree with me. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. If you guys think I'm a complete douchebag, that's fine. You choose to watch. But if you're going to come in and talk crap, if you're going to come in and point fingers, if you're going to come in and troll, if you're going to come in and ask for shoutouts, you are literally walking around in my office and pissing on the floor. And I will kindly ask you to leave. And bans will not be removed. And don't try to bribe content creators with donations of apologies. It's like a job interview, you guys. You've got one chance to impress the person. If your first impression is that you're a rude person, there's not a lot you can do about that. You just don't be a rude person when you first interact with them. Nobody's going to know what kind of personality you have. Nobody's going to know that you're being sarcastic. Nobody's going to know these things. All you've got is somebody who's trying to do a show, produce content, and is possibly very frustrated about something, and they look over the chat and they see, oh, there's an idiot calling me out and being rude. Ban. Because one, they probably didn't see the whole chat conversation, and two, because they were taken out of context. And that's not their fault, that's yours. Plain and simple. Same as if I walked into my room and saw you guys were hanging out and talking crap about something and I didn't realize it was a joke. I would be pissed and furious. You would be too. So we need to stick together. One of the reasons why we all do what we do is because we enjoy the community. We need to make sure that we are one as a collective, one as companions, one as friends. Like I said, I don't always see eye to eye with Tom. We've had arguments publicly on Twitter. He's called me out in streams saying that I was completely stupid about what I said, or that he completely disagreed with what I said. I don't hate him for it. I still respect him as a creator. I still respect what he does. I still watch his content. And he still graces me with discussions privately. Like I said, I asked his permission to talk about this. It's a mutual respect. Whether you're a content creator or not, respect is everything. Whether you're a content creator or not, friendship is everything. I do everything that I do on my live streams because I enjoy interacting with you guys. It's my outlet from the stress of life. It's my outlet of stress from work. For Tom, it's his job. So, I want to leave it on that note. There's been too much going on in the community between trolls, abusive members of the community, rude members of the community, people spreading rumors, and yes, there's a few of those as well, and people trying to profit from the community by exploiting it. It's one thing to create something and make a profit from it. It's one thing to create something or adapt something and get approvals by the original designers and make money from it. There's no problems with that. It's when you start taking something that somebody else created giving them no credit for it and completely profiting from it. That is going to be the downfall of that individual or that company or organization or whatever. We are all in this together. I know I've spoken to at least half of you in this chat at least one time or another, probably privately even. And I keep doing this even though I know there's people in the chat right now that I do not want to talk to whatsoever. I won't mention any names at all, but I still allow you to join me in the show because I either enjoy seeing what you guys are saying in the chat, even if I do or don't like you, or I enjoy seeing the conversations, or I still enjoy sharing my thoughts with you or my content with you. And so don't spam my show, plain and simple. Don't spam Tom's show, plain and simple. Don't spam your favorite creators, plain and simple. And when you see that happening, support each other in helping that to stop. Don't just turn the blind eye or act like you're not paying attention or you're not aware of what's going on. Everybody could read the chat. If everybody is calling out that individual who's spamming the hell out of whatever stream you're watching, they're more than likely going to stop, or the streamer is going to see it and they're going to ban them. So I want to end on that note. Support each other. Be kind. Even if you hate each other, you don't have to be rude about it, especially during somebody else's show. I had somebody chew my ass out on somebody else's show. And they weren't even on it. They were just in the chat. How disrespectful is that to the streamer? And I'm a moderator for a couple of streamers, some of which are very large and have hundreds, if not thousands of viewers. And I deal with some really shitty comments from people after I've banned them or muted them or timed them out or delete their messages. And every single time they have the same trait. They're all about themselves or they don't give a crap. And every single time the content creator in which that I'm helping has said, yep, the ban stays. Recently I had somebody call me out, said, JAT.MN banned me for saying this and this. And the content creator said, is that really what you did? And I said, yeah. And they said, okay, well the ban stands. Because I trust his judgment. If I can't trust my mods to do the right thing, then they're not going to be my mods. Plain and simple. It's quite easy for me to click a button and take their mod status away. They've been assigned mods because I trust them to do the right thing. If they warn you, shut up. Plain and simple. With all that said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Sorry this is such a dramatic episode. I did not at all want this to be this way. I wanted this week's episode to be very pleasant. Hopefully next week will be. I'm getting tired of this drama landing in my lap. And make sure you support the people that you enjoy watching. You don't have to support them financially if you can't. You don't have to support them financially if you can. Like their videos. Dislike their videos, whatever. Leave a comment. Share their content with others. If you think that you learned something from the video, share it with somebody who you think might learn something as well. That's why we do what we do. Again, I'd like to thank Tallman3D for sponsoring this show every week. Tallman's been very supportive, and he's very Tallman. I met Tom over at Tallman. He's a great guy. Had some laughs with him. I've got to get a chance to. I hope I see him again at Murph next year, because I'm buying that guy a drink. He's awesome. With that said, again, thank you for watching. And I'm going to turn over to the chat here in just a moment and check out what you guys are saying in the chat. If you guys are interested, self-plug again. I'm doing a giveaway tomorrow. I think I'm giving away a Build Tech spatula, of all things. It'll be a giveaway only on Twitch. It's only going to be for the Twitch followers. So go check out Twitch and follow if you want to join. Giveaway will probably happen around 8:30, so it would be about 25 minutes ish from now tomorrow. But you have to be able, it's a raffle style drawing, so you have to be a viewer. You earn your entries by just watching the streams. So I'll be streaming for about a half hour to an hour before the actual giveaway to give everybody a chance to be able to at least get one entry. And unfortunately, it's only available to North America and Europe. Kind of odd restrictions, but that's what I was given. North America and Europe, and you get a chance to enter for a build tax spatula. So with that said, thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with my ranting. See, I've already lost quite a few viewers. There's a link down in the chat also, or in the description for Discord. It's my personal Discord that I've set up. It's primarily for me to talk about my content and what's going on. Kind of an outlet that's a little more connected than being on Patreon. It doesn't cost you anything to join it. It's a chat-based environment. There's various chat rooms on different topics, and there's also general chat. There's also a general 3D printing and DIY 3D printing chat where a lot of my members are helping each other with their 3D printers or helping each other with their 3D printer builds. There's a few of you that are in the chat that are on there. Come by and hang out. When I'm not streaming, I'm usually on there in some fashion. I got it on my phone, got it on my desktop. I even have it at work, so if I'm on break, I'm hanging out on there generally. With that said, thanks for watching. You can check out the chat. I know I said that like 4 times. Check out the teacher's project. Should be close to funded. The project is fully funded. Oh, really? Did I not get to help on that one? Holy crap! Oh, you guys are awesome. Like, seriously, that's where the hell did OBS go? Display capture. And where am I? Where video capture? Okay. Browser source. Wah! I threw myself away. Aw, is it? I can't see it now. What the hell is that chime going off? There we go. Fully funded. You guys are awesome. Currently have a monoprice select mini and find this machine a real workhorse. I applaud your choice of printer. I wish I had a 3D printer when I was in school. Too bad 3D printers were not around back then. You guys are awesome. You know? Yeah, I'm speechless, you guys. You guys are awesome. Wow. I am not used to using OBS whatsoever. Not to mention it was not set up for the stream at all. I set it up like just before I started because XSplit did not want to work for whatever reason. You might want to correct the typo in the title. Rogue Kickstarter, probably one for makeup, not Rogue. Thanks. Yeah, I will fix that. In fact, I will. Yeah, I'll fix that after the stream. Thanks. See, I make mistakes too. Discord works on the browser. Yes, it's an app and it's browser. You flipped yourself horizontally? Oh shit, I did. How did I do that? Freaking OBS. No wonder I had to. I was like, why did I have to move the camera? Thanks for calling attention to a good cause. Anytime, Nick. And if you guys see anything else like this going on in the communities, as far as like reputable fundraisers that are more than just like so and so's trying to raise money for a machine. If you can point me to another website like this that's not a GoFundMe, I will take a look at it and see if it's something that I want to show off on the show. I think I might keep plugging Donor Choose Me, or Donor Choose, not every week, but maybe once a month or something. See if there's not some worthwhile class that we can also help. But you guys are awesome. Thank you, Mirror the Cam. Now you need to pick a different one. Hey, you will learn, give it time. This is how the 3D maker community can make an impact. You are Mirror. Pictures doing a flip. Didn't get to help either, maybe next time. With all that said, cheers. You know what? I have not had enough to drink. See ya, Peter. Thanks for joining. Impressed with how Matter Hackers seeks to help others to develop. Yeah, they do pretty good at reaching out as well. Definitely link to the site in the description. It is down in the description under Support Schools. Hey Atomic, you missed the whole show. Thanks. Have a better rest of the week. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. See you, Galactic. Have you heard of the ANET's E10? It's a mini CR10. I've heard of it. I've seen it, but I have no comments on it because nobody's reviewed it yet. It just came out. And it's an ANET, so it may or may not be good. Another long day of pushing plastic through metal holes every day. Global Printing Initiative seems interesting. I recall that one. They were at Murph, actually. I need to find their information. Thank you for bringing attention to these important issues. You're welcome, Theo. After the stream like this, there ever enough to drink? Any new slicer replacement for Simplify 3D? Cura 2.6 is pretty good once you get it dialed in. Wow, I'm like all congested, and not because of the stream. Like, my roommate's like really sick, so I might end up sick now. Can't even breathe. Let's see here. Also, I've been playing with Kiss Slicer, their most recent beta that they're working on. It's not as user-friendly of an interface, but once you get the hang of it, it's a really powerful slicer. I've been getting some awesome prints off of it. I plan to do some more work with Kiss Slicer and eventually release some public profiles for at least the machines that I have, so that people have a starting point. Well, I did my job for tonight. 4 a.m. here. We'll go to sleep. Thanks, Simone. See ya. Big thanks to Dustin for helping me figure out streaming stuff in OBS. You're welcome. Let's see here. Seen any Stratasys 3DS or Envision Tech professional machines? I've seen them at shows, but I haven't seen them like in action. Let's see here. What's the one site where you can sign up to print enable hands for kids? Enable the future? Enable project? What was that? Yeah, enablethefuture.org. I think that was the right one. There's two of them. There's Enable the Future and there's another one. What's the other one? It's like Enable. Enable. Where does this one link me to? Thingiverse page. Yeah, I think it's enablethefuture.org. Come on, what did I miss? Atomic, you missed me ripping apart Kickstarter for spamming the hell out of me. You missed me ripping apart a mobile app that is profiting from scraping results from Thingiverse and presenting them to you in a dating app style fashion to swipe left or right if you like the model. And we apparently funded somebody on Donor Choose to help purchase some of their, what was it that they purchased? They purchased some Hatchbox filament and a monoprice select mini printer for their class of 3rd through 5th graders on donorschoose.org. Get it air cleaning, it helped a lot. If you're congested, vodka will clear it right. What is Kiss Slicer? Is it free? KissSlicer.com, and it is free. There's a pro version of it, but literally, unless you're using dual extrusion, you don't need it. That's pretty much all it enables. So he purposely designed it so that you can use it completely. But you'll have to search around. You'll have to find it on the forum through the website, and there's a post on the forum where there's a new beta release 1.6, because the most recent download on the website I think is 1.5, and the 1.6 has been drastically changed. It's a lot more user friendly. Still has a ways to go, but it's more user friendly. Show that link again, please. Which one? Have you heard of the... No, I have not, technology nerd. Hot Chinese mustard always clears my sinuses or more drinking. You guys. Yeah, I'll be taking a bunch of vitamin C after this. Thank you, Mike. Maker. Night, Jim. Matter hackers, I think, for enable. Huh? What? Can I get the link for your Discord one more time? I finally got the link for Discord is in the description of the video. Let's print plastic coin, a cryptocurrency embedded into a coin on a memory chip, essentially a beer cozy for SD cards that sells. Narf. Wasabi. Ban the troll. Jerry is a troll. What? Oh, Jerry King. If you say swoogity, all sub. What? Yeah, there's no commands in the chat here. Green chilies for a cold. I've got a bunch of vitamin C that I'm gonna be taking after this. And then it's clearing up a little bit. Yay, maybe no work tomorrow. And then take off Friday and have, what is that, a 4-day weekend. Any thoughts on a first SLA printer? No thoughts whatsoever. I've not tested any of them, so I don't give opinions on them. Cold FX. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Fired. What? Swiggity swoogity. What? Garlic is good for a cold. Okay. The Noble 1.0 is a great printer for SLA. I've heard very mixed things about the Noble. Yeah, dude, I have no idea what that one is. Call a sick out. Oh, fired for calling in sick, Atomic? I have sick time. I'll take it if I'm sick. They said if I don't come in on Friday, I shouldn't bother coming in on Monday. Woohoo, 4-day weekend. Different circumstances, but probably would be excited still. I think a cold fix is Canadian. They stopped selling it in the US. Okay. Although I can't exactly give you my Form 2 as I run prints for my company on it, do you want some samples to play with? No, I've seen a lot of prints off the Form 2, the Form 1, and various other SLA printers. I don't form any opinions on them without actually using them. But thank you for the offer. Rapid dissolving zinc tablets, the generic ones. That makes me worried. I own one and it's super reliable. Well, that's good. Yours works. Keeping your content real. Keep being awesome. Don't listen to the haters. Signing off until I hopefully catch you on Twitch tomorrow. Theo. See you, Theo. Feel better. Good night. See you, Colin. Imagination to form. Welcome. You missed the show. Garlic is good, period. 7-day weekend every week. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. It's awesome that you guys are hanging out. Hit me up over on the Discord. I'm going to probably use the restroom. I'll be around. I'll be over on Discord if you guys want to hang out and chat. I won't be doing a follow-up stream tonight over on Twitch, but there will be a stream tomorrow. And like I said, there will be a giveaway over on Twitch as well. Build tax spatula for Northern America and Europe. Like SLA printers, but the resin is a little expensive. Yeah, it's been coming down though. Alright, you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you next week. 3D printing tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, -7 GMT. And always sponsored by Tallman 3D. Check them out. Thanks, guys.